Sam Logue here for Green Blood Boxing. Absolutely delighted to be joined by the debutant, 1-0 now, Cain Lewis. Cain, just talk to me first of all about the fight. I mean, it was a very good fight to watch. You looked very impressive in there. Just talk me through your feelings now post-fight. How do you feel about it went for you?
Yeah, delighted really. I really enjoyed it. So after, I'm just taking it all in. You only get one debut, so just let it all sink in and take it all in. And yeah, really enjoyed it. The fight went well. He was a tough professional. Yeah. He's been in there a good few times, so he knows his trade too. So when I went out there, I hit him with a few nice shots, and he took the shots. He was tough. He could take them. And I just heard my corner telling me to calm down, relax, pick your shots, enjoy it. And that's what I done. And once I went out there and done that, I boxed well and I enjoyed it. And that's what it's all about. Yeah,
100%. He did take some really good shots. He didn't really move. But how beneficial is that to you? I mean, I know it's only your debut, but how beneficial is that to be straight away getting in with guys who are making you work and making you think about what you're doing, and they're not just kind of falling down after a couple of shots?
Yeah, but that's what I want, I want to get in there with tough people like that, because I'm only going to learn from it. If I get in there with someone and I take them out in the first round, I'm not going to learn that from it. Yeah. If I get in there against a tough opponent and they push me and I can push them, I'm learning, I'm improving, and that's what it's about,
100%. Talk to me about fighting on the Feile card. We'll get to the weather in a second, because it's crazy weather to have an outdoor event, right? We got a little bit unlucky, but just talk to me about fighting on the Feile. Well, first of all, Feile on football, but also this card. Stacked, man, yeah? And you opened up the card. Just talk to me about your feelings about that.
Yeah, I'm really, really grateful to be on a card like this, I'm really lucky, and to get out there and perform on such a high level card is just amazing, There's some great fights on it as well, so I'm just really grateful to be a part of this, especially on my debut. You only get one debut, and for me to make my debut on the Feile is just amazing. And yeah, you're talking about the weather there. I think it was in the second or third round I went out, and I was he actually caught me a little bit, and I slipped at the same time. Yeah. I kind of slipped like that. Very wet, so then I couldn't really bounce around as much, because as I bounced I was kind of slipping and moving,
Well, that's what I wanted to touch on as well, just briefly. Like, how do you deal with that? I mean, obviously you're not used to boxing in the wet, in the rain, so how, when you slip, how does that affect you mentally as well? Do you have to kind of reset? Do you have to think, okay, I need to kind of reassess how I'm going to throw these shots, or how I'm going to maybe go about my business, or how does that actually affect you mentally?
Yeah, well, I was out there, I felt it getting wet, and I felt myself slipping a little bit, so just ground myself more. Yeah. Don't try move around as much, because I did end up slipping as well, so that's what happens, so you just have to be careful out there in the wet. Yeah. And it's only going to get worse, so I feel sorry for the other boxers.
Yeah, it's only after getting worse since you fought. You kind of got a little bit lucky with it. But look, I mean, this was your debut. You're 1-0 now. I mean, before I let you go, just how far can Cain Lewis go? You're only 18 years old. I just heard you say there. Not from Ballymun, from Navan, people. Get it right, for God's sake. How far can you go though?
I believe I can go all the way, especially with the people I have around me. I have a great circle of people around me, and that's what it's about. If you have the right people around you, you put in the work, you put in the dedication, you will make it. And I'm only 18, in 5 years I'm going to be 23. If I just focus on my boxing, keep learning and improving every day, put my full dedication and full work ethic into boxing, I believe I can make it to the top, and I believe I will make it to the top.
Well, we look forward to watching you do it, man. Thanks very much. Green Blood Boxing here with Cain Lewis.